Hey guys, it's Wednesday, December the 20th, getting closer to Christmas. Hope everybody's doing well and having a good week. Careful on your trading if you are. Thank you for those who have subscribed here lately. I appreciate that very much. And I'm not just saying that, I really do. It lets me know that I'm helping people and that they want to be able to learn to trade successfully. I'm not an entertainer by any means, so I'm not going to be doing all that other stuff that people on YouTube do, because the main reason they do it is they got to keep you tied to them. That way you keep coming back, doing likes, and even inviting more people to subscribe. I'm not about pushing that. I'm sure most of you know by now that I don't do that. Only reason I want you to be able to subscribe is so you can get the videos. And if I do go back to live streaming, then you'll get the access to that. Once you subscribe, you're also going to have to click on the bell so to notify you when I got a video or live streaming. And that's it only. The rest is about trading, teaching. You how to be successful. I don't do 1, 3, 5, 15-minute charts or even 30-minute charts. I do swing trading for those of you who don't know. If this is your first time here, I don't do day trading, even though there is times where there is a trade set up during the New York session, which is what I trade Eastern time. So enough of the marketing stuff. On to the trading. The pound dollar is still in a sell like it was from yesterday. That was the opportunity to get in right there on the low risk one anyway. You could have got in on any of these with a fairly low risk trade, and this one was a little bit too high. I believe it's 61. No, it was like 21 with the spread included. That would have been a 21 risk, which is not bad. Still would have if I missed that, which I didn't, but if I had missed it, then I would have took this one, and then by now you'd have taking off half the profit. Well, that's mine. When I say half, that's what I do. You're welcome to do whatever makes you feel comfortable, whether it's an eighth, a fourth, a third, a half, 3/4, whatever you feel comfortable with. Because whenever you do that, it takes the pressure off, because now you've banked money. Now you're just moving your stop loss is all you're doing, and controlling the second half. And if it works like it's supposed to, like this one, see, I got stopped out there because I hadn't moved my stop down from up here to down here, so it made more than my second half, which is the trade's supposed to do if it works correctly. Most of the time, if it doesn't work correctly, then when you get in up here, it goes higher and it takes out your immediate stop loss, so it's not much of a loss to start with. And that's my trading strategy in a nutshell. Now, see, like something like this, when you had news on this candle back the other day, last week, the Friday, I think it was. Yes, Friday. It runs away. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. You have to wait for it to pull back, or you have to wait for a sell opportunity, which it showed up not once but twice. And looking for it to pull back down into here now for a buy opportunity. So it'd be somewhere in this direction down here. It's not going to happen today, and it may not happen tomorrow because it's still over 200 away. Well, 150, I should say, 150 away from that happening. This is the 4-hour, and as you can see, there's the sell opportunity. There's number 1, there's number 2. You're hoping number 2 is going to take out this lower low, which if it does, then it's going to come down to our buy opportunity to be able to get into that. What happened there? All my stuff went away. There's that. That's strange. Anyhow, we got the Australian dollar. 1 hour, it's in a 1 hour sale. It's already made the sale candle back about 10 o'clock. And the 4 hour is making a sell candle. It's still got 6 minutes left, so that looks like that's going to be a sell opportunity on the Aussie dollar. As the 1 and 4 are in sync there. The pound CAD is making a 1 hour buy. It's got 6 minutes left, so nothing to do on it. And let's see if the 4 hour is making a buy. Yes, it's making a buy too, which ends in 5 minutes. So nothing to do on the pound CAD just yet, even though it's making the signal. It still has to do the setup. The pound yen is in a sell, and that was your only opportunity to get in. The risk was too great. That was it. If you didn't get in, there's nothing to do till it comes back up here. On the 4 hour pound yen, it's still in a buy, so those two aren't in agreement, the 1 and the 4 hour. So there's a potential for a buy to continue up, but if it comes back down, or if it does go up and it gets into where the 1 hour is, right up in here, which it could, not today though, then it would still be a sell on that one. But the buy was down here on the 4 hour when it retraced down, and then you would have made your taken off half your position already. The Euro New Zealand has made a 1 hour buy. It's kind of run away a little bit on the 1 hour. The risk was 74.12. Was that low? 73.81. So that is 19.12.31. $37 risk, which is a little bit beyond what I look for, but you could take it. That would be your stop right there, so it'd be a fairly big risk, and hopefully that's going to work for you. The 4 hour has made a buy signal, so those are in agreement. The 1 and the 4 hour, they are in agreement for a buy. The pound New Zealand is going to be the same thing. It's in a buy. You actually had a better opportunity there on the 1 hour to get in it, and the 4 hour has made a buy, so both of those are in agreement now. On the pound New Zealand, the New Zealand yen has made a 1 hour sell. It's already made it. Last hour has made a sell, and the 4 hour has not made a sell, so those aren't in agreement just yet. But how this ran away right here, it could be a push up into here to give you the sell, but that won't happen today. So you got to be patient and wait on these. See, there's your buys down here. Any of these, that was your stop. If you didn't get that one when it ran up, come back down, you actually got a better price, and now it's actually run higher. And it may not be done to the upside just yet. And that's on the New Zealand yen. Euro Aussie has made a 1 hour buy. There was your poke down for your opportunity to buy. It could come a little bit lower down than there to give you a chance to get in with a low risk trade. And the 4 hours made a buy signal too, so both of those are in agreement, the 1 and the 4 hour, for a buy. The Euro CAD is still in a buy. There was your one chance. There may be another chance. That may have been as low as it goes before it continues back up higher in here for a sell. That was a low risk trade right there. If you got in here, that's still your stop. You needed this price to push up and take out this high after it went up and it's come back down. You need it to now go up to take out that high before you can be able to move your stop. The 4 hour on the Euro CAD is in a buy as well, so both of those are in agreement. On the Euro CAD, the pound Aussie has made a 1 hour buy. I was able to get in this one because I just couldn't pass up the opportunity. The risk on this was unbelievable. That low, 86.73 basically, that low was 74.4, a $5 risk. I mean, that's less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Is all you're risking right there. And it's already taken off half the position because it's 50 on this one, the pound Aussie, because the range is bigger than some of the others. And so my stop is at break even the second half right now, and I'm hoping this is going to continue pushing up where I have an opportunity to move it. But that probably is not going to happen until tonight because it's getting late in the day now. And the 4 hour, they're in agreement, but the one in the 4 hour for the buys. And the CAD yen is in a sell. It has come up to the sell. If you missed that, here's your second opportunity to get in. The high of that candle is 108.27 basically, and this is 02, so that's 25 plus 3 on the spread, 28. A $28 risk if you got in right now, because if you get in, that's your stop, and you need this to turn down and take out this low where you can take half your position off and then move your stop to break even. So you got to be a little bit patient on that, because the 4 hour is not in agreement. See, it's in a buy. Come down, there was your buy opportunity. You see, sometimes you don't get it if you didn't get in there in that candle. It ran away. You didn't have another chance to get in, but it gives you a second opportunity. And when that happens, it usually goes higher, which it just barely took out that high. So it could go a little bit higher up into here before the sell-off comes. So if it does that, that means that the 1 hour you're going to get stopped out of that trade if you look to sell. But you know, you have to take those. They're low risk trades. You really want it less than the $27 that this one is. You really want it less than that, like there. That was your opportunity because it was a really low risk trade. The euro yen 1 hour is in a sell. It's sold off. You didn't have a chance to get in. It retraced a little bit, but not enough for the risks. It's got to push up into here to have a shot to go short. The 4 hour is not in a sell, so they're not in agreement. There was your buy opportunity right there. If you didn't get in there, it ran up, gave you a second opportunity. Now it's taken out and made the higher high, and it could retest this yearly pivot, so it could come up to there. So the euro yen, if it does, it would have to come up to 158, about 30 something, and that is in the 160s. So there is a chance that's going to go higher, which means that you would get stopped out, but you still have to take that. You have to follow the strategy regardless, but the key is to have it a low risk trade, where if it does take it out and it does go higher, you're not losing much, maybe $10-15 at the most. If it can come up into there, might not even be that, could be less than 10. So it makes it worth it to get in it. Aussie yen, same thing as the euro. You had opportunity there. You've taken off half your position. The Aussie yen is 35 pips. That's where you take off half, a fourth, or whatever you want to, and then you have to be able to move the stop. I hope that's the biggest part of the retracement, and then it's going to come down and make a lower low. The 4 hour is in a buy, so they're not in agreement just yet. I would expect this is coming up at least to here, and it could retest the yearly pivot, which is on up here, which if it does, then it's going to it would take that stop out right there. But it could fail right there. That's the only thing. If it's low risk like what that one was, that high was 97.57. That high was 52, so $5 plus the spread. You know, $8, $7.50, $8 was your risk on there, and you've already taken off half your position. And now your stop is at break even, so it wouldn't matter if you were already in that one. If you're getting it in it now, you got to be a little bit more careful. You want a low risk trade. That's it for today. Everything in a nutshell. If anybody has any comments or questions, feel free to go in to the under the videos that I have, any of them really, in the comment section. Put in there, ask a question, comment, whatever, and I'll get back to you just as quickly as I can, which is usually pretty quick, unless you're overseas and the time zone difference makes it a little bit difficult. And then for those of you who have asked some about the live streaming, a couple, not many. I really need more than that to make it worth my time to get in there, because I do this for free. I give them my time. My time is valuable, just like y'all's is. So I need a little bit more response from people who are willing to come in there when I do live streaming again, which I did for about 5 weeks after paying for marketing. Like I've said before, maybe the key is not to pay for it. But I didn't have anybody come in there, and I don't like to hear myself talk all the time. I like answering questions and helping people, and when there's nobody to help or ask questions, then I just have to create, talking, or there's dead air in there, which is no fun for anybody. But this video will be posted in about a half hour or less when I get done here, and I will have another video tomorrow. I won't be trading next week because there's just no volume the week of Christmas leading up to New Year's, and I won't be trading until January the 2nd. So the only one I'm in is the pound Aussie right now, and that was just I had to take that. The risk was so low, less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks, so I had no choice but to take that. And fortunately, it's worked so far. So I've taken off half, and the other half is at break even. So it's either going to work or it ain't at this point. So I'm not worried about it, no stress. And that's the point of swing trading, is that the way I trade, it takes off the stress. The risk is low to start with. You don't have much to lose if you lose. But if you're right, you're able to take off some pretty early, bank money, and then move your stops, and there's just no stress then, which is not a lot anyway. If you get in with a low risk trade, what's $10 or $15? But that's it in a nutshell. I hope everybody has a good night, and be careful on your trades. Like I said, the volume's getting lower every day we get closer to Christmas. It's going to die off, and of course next week it's really going to die off. So just be very, very careful. So we'll see you guys with another video tomorrow.